Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video on Conqueror's Blade. So, Season 12 has just been, well, not officially announced, but we've started to have some teasers for it. So, I thought we'd just have an extremely quick video, just having a quick little look at it, look what we've sort of learnt so far, because we pretty much know we're going to be having some sort of Viking season. Well, at least the starting page certainly hints a little bit of that with some Viking runes. So when you go in, it basically gives you a few little bits. It's sort of some Viking-looking huts, some long ships in the distance, and it basically plays this message, which we might as well have a listen to now. If you've already heard it, then feel free to skip ahead this part of the video.
This is my dream, where I've been trapped a million times ever since we lost the war. The land. We once called it home. We once united under a great Jarl. We once believed the lights of the north would lead us. We once were so proud of our name and our land. But it's all gone. The wicked darkness swallowed us and tore us apart. The lights extinguished. Our banner was burned down. Our bravest warriors died on the shores. My beloved motherland and the great Allfather, do you still even remember our names?
Well, there we go. So you can see how it certainly hints towards, let me just mute this background music slightly, it certainly hints towards a Viking season, well, pretty much definitively. So then I guess the question becomes, what sort of Viking season are we going to have? We've obviously already had a Viking season back in Season 7, so it's kind of, in many ways, surprising to have another one, but I suppose last time we went for, we had Shield Maidens, Berserkers, and the Wolves of Ragnarok, quite sort of a sort of traditional Viking units, but not really focused in on any specific area of history. Actually, King Alpha's video I saw yesterday brought my idea to this Harald Hardrada, because he said it first, so full credit to him. But it's actually quite a good idea. So Harald Hardrada, I didn't actually know much about his trips to the east, but I knew him in terms of the Battle of Stamford Bridge, because I'm English and therefore it's kind of a well-known part of our history. But essentially, after he initially got booted out of Norway, he ended up going far over to the east with the Kievan Rus, and that's where the whole Varangian Guard thing sort of is going to come in. And I think we're likely to see them as a unit if it is going to be loosely based on kind of Harald Hardrada. Then he returns, becomes Kings of Norway, and then eventually he goes on to the invasion of England, where he obviously gets beat by Harold Godwinson, before he then goes and gets beat by William the Conqueror. So it all links together. I think that actually makes a lot of sense as a potential character plot. Would be kind of interesting to do, and gives them quite a scope in terms of what units they could pick from. I think we would certainly see like a Varangian Guard. You could certainly see some of the Thanes, the up-armoured Huskarls, that you kind of see both on Saxon and Viking sides, to be honest. So it could be interesting. Would kind of like that. I would also like a sort of like a light axe raider type unit. Something not a bit more tanky, like a Kondo version of Vikings. Does that make sense? Something like that. Maybe like a prefecture guard in Viking mode with shields and axes, like they're just jumping off the boats and raiding ashore. I think that'd be really kind of cool. So I guess one question that quite a few people are probably going to ask is, I wonder why they've gone back and done Vikings again when we've already had a Viking season. Well, I guess I don't know. It makes a lot of sense. I think probably, at least on the My Games version, Season 7, the Viking season, was probably the peak of player numbers. I think that's when we really had a lot of new players join the game. The Viking season is sort of very marketable, I think. A lot of people like the Vikings. It brings in new players, gives the game a chance at a bit of revival, because, let's face it, we've hardly exactly got the largest player base ever. We also, though, I would point out, we actually have a second little mode to look at as well, with a lot of background noise, and a second clip, so let's have a look at that.
See, a storm is coming, my dear brother Oglaf. I can smell your blood in the wind. I can sense your anger from the clouds. Let's restore glory to the land. Is that what you're trying to say? And the bravest warriors, I can hear your voices. We shall never relent. We shall never forgive. We will make them pay.
So arguably that sounds like a bit of a revenge arc, which could be Harald Hardrada coming back to Norway. We of course don't know, it's all speculation at this point I suppose, until we actually find out a bit more. I guess tomorrow we'll actually have the third chapter unlocked, and maybe they'll actually confirm what the season is definitively going to be, but it does give us a strong idea. We know it's going to be a Viking style season, so I would be kind of interested, what units do you kind of want them to bring into the game? So I think we're going to get quite an infantry-focused season, to be honest. The Vikings are not really very big into cavalry, not really very big into archers. I think we need to see sort of some really heavy infantry, hopefully Varangian guards. That's what I really kind of got my fingers crossed for, and that's what I would like to see. For me, I think the sort of infantry gameplay is the best part of Conqueror's Blade, or at least that's what I personally enjoy the most, so it'd be kind of cool if we get a good chunk of that. But what are your thoughts? Do let me know in the comments down below. Are there any particular units you're really looking forward to? Do you think, I say me, but realistically, do you think King Alpha's on the right lines with Harald Hardrada? I mean, he was the one who said it first. I certainly think it's a good suggestion, so I think it's quite likely. But anyway, we will obviously keep following on with the Season 12 content as it releases. As we mentioned in the last video, obviously, videos not going to be quite as regular as they once were, but hopefully still have a video every sort of 3 or 4 days, particularly as we get into the new season, because it does add a little bit more excitement back to the game. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.